When times are challenging, comfort can feel hard to come by, but sometimes a simple sweet treat like this banana sheet cake with brown butter frosting is just the kind of warmth we all need to bring a little relief. This is a recipe that has been in my family since the 70s. It is a wonderful way to use overripe bananas, and it's a perfect addition for a family dinner. Start by preparing your baking pan. You can either do it the old-fashioned way by buttering the sides and lightly flouring the buttered sides, or by greasing the pan and lining it with parchment paper. To keep your cake moist and soft, fluff the flour first, then spoon and level. It stops too much flour from sneaking in and weighing it down. One trick to make sure the baking soda is evenly incorporated into the flour is to mix in the cinnamon at the same time. This makes it very easy to see when it is evenly mixed. The riper the bananas, the better the flavor. Deeply speckled peels means a natural sweetness and a rich banana flavor. You'll need about 1.5 cups of mashed bananas, which is approximately 3 large bananas. Many banana cakes use milk or buttermilk, but sour cream adds a richer flavor and extra moisture, giving the cake that rich banana bread-like texture. Also, oil helps the cake stay moist once it's cooled, while butter tends to firm up. It's a simple swap that keeps every bite soft. Another really helpful tip when making a cake from scratch is to scrape down the bowl often so that everything mixes evenly. Doing this helps to ensure that the texture stays consistent by making sure you don't end up with pockets of flour or sour cream. On top of that, you can mix the wet ingredients as much as you like and the dry ingredients as much as you like, but once you combine them, mix just until everything's incorporated. Overmixing at this stage develops the gluten, which can make the cake dense instead of soft. Here's a question for you. Did you spot my mistake? Normally the nuts are gently folded into the batter after the wet and dry ingredients are combined. This mistake isn't a huge deal, but adding them later helps keep the batter lighter and the nuts more evenly distributed. Once the batter is in the prepared pan, give it a few gentle taps on the counter to release any air bubbles. Brown butter frosting is just one of a few different toppings that's delicious on this cake, but make sure to check out my recipe post for the other frosting options. In a small saucepan, cook the butter over medium heat, stirring until it's golden and nutty. This will take about 4 to 5 minutes. This is where the magic happens. Browning the butter gives the frosting a rich, nutty flavor with a hint of caramel. Once it's browned, add to the powdered sugar. It's at this stage it's going to look like a hot mess. To take it out of that hot mess stage, I like to add just a few tablespoons of milk at a time. Beat after each addition until it reaches a smooth, creamy consistency. The way the recipe is written, the ratio of frosting to cake is complete decadence. If you enjoy a more modest amount of frosting, just cut the portions in half. Ideally, you'll want to frost the cake once it's completely cooled. If you make the frosting too far in advance, you'll need to let it sit until the cake has cooled. This can cause the frosting to stiffen. The easy fix is just give it a quick whip to bring it back to that smooth texture. Once frosted, this cake tastes amazing, topped with either chopped walnuts or pecans, slivered almonds, candied nuts, a caramel drizzle, cinnamon dusting, or chocolate chips. This cake is pure comfort, simple ingredients, and so much better than anything from a box. For more recipes like this and for weekly inspiration, make sure to head on over to thefedupfoodie.com and sign up for my newsletter where I share recipes and tips in helping to make cooking from scratch approachable.